And welcome back, everybody, to 7 Days to Die on Darkness Falls. I'm an old guy gaming. And we're going to start off the episode with a couple things, crafting things and skill things that have happened. And then I'm going to get to work on getting the wall going, because I am constantly being attacked here at the Sky Diner. And, you know, we're not having any trouble putting them down, but I want to get the defenses in place so that we can let the defenses take care of the zombies. So let's see, what have we done since in the last episode? The first thing is I completed the hunter quest. Took me a little while just because I had to find animals, and that didn't happen, you know, right away. So I had to kind of, you know, ride around and find the animals to do the quest. But we got it finished, and so what we're going to do is we're going to max out from the shadows. Hide in the shadows 75% more effectively. Noises from actions are muffled 60%. That's really good. And then I currently have some ink cooking up here. And when those are done, we're going to make another class book. And then I'm going to go ahead and just bite the bullet and do Survivalist so that we can get Stealth Assassin. So then we can do our sneak movement speed will be faster, and sneak attacks deal an extra 200% damage. So that coupled with the from the shadows is going to make us pretty deadly. Now, also to accompany that, something I've been wanting to do for a while, is we're going to go ahead and make ourselves a steel crossbow. And we're going to make titanium bolts. So that's going to really up our game in terms of being able to do stealthy kills. So for the steel crossbow itself, we need steel, leather, glue, duct tape, and wood. So let's get all that stuff going while we're waiting for that ink to finish up. Oh, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel too if you haven't already. I'd appreciate that. Thank you very much. I always forget to do that at the beginning of the video. What are we doing? Okay, we need steel, and we needed glue. Glue. What else did it say we needed for that? Crossbow. Come on. I don't know why it doesn't remember the last thing you put in here. Oh, leather. We need leather and duct tape. So let's grab the leather out of here and the duct tape out of here. And we'll get that steel crossbow going. Now, we might be able to, I think we can make this higher than level 6 now too. With the hunting mastery and the fact that we've got the nerdy glasses on. Hunting mastery here. Increase crafting tier by 1 for rifles and bows. Nice. Okay. We could actually remake our sniper rifle too at some point if we wanted to do that. Have to get that up. Now, the huntsman harvest 100% more resources from animals using any bladed weapon or tool. That, I'm not really too worried about that right now. We might do that later, but I mean, I've got so much meat here, you know, that I've been storing up. And then all of this high-level food has come from airdrops, because Kane set it up so that you could get that stuff from airdrops now, which is cool. It's cool, but it's also makes me wonder, especially this late in the game, if I really want to spec into farming. I do, just, you know, so we can grow stuff, because that's kind of part of how you play 7 Days to Die. I've always loved the farming in this game. But I only have 18 levels left to go. And I just don't know if I'm going to have enough skills to put all that in there. So you know, this is still something I'm probably going to do. But we're going to do Survivalist now. The other thing we'll be able to do here is get the well insulated, which is going to super help when we get, you know, into the cold biomes and the hot biomes. The disease resistance, useful too. Increase disease by 20%. Every minute you have a 2% chance to shrug off an illness. Increasing, yeah, that's probably going to be worthwhile. I don't get diseased a whole lot, but every once in a while that does happen. Okay, so let's get the ink out of here. Let's make the oh, I know what else I wanted to do. This is our dedicated ammo forge. I'll eventually put signs on these too. But I got some titanium going in here because I want to make the titanium arrowheads now. So we're still going to be mostly, you know, a gun user, but we're going to use the crossbow for silent kills. That's the main purpose behind that. Okay, how many of these can I make? 488. Yowzers. Let's just do 250. We'll make enough to do a full stack. Those things are going to do some serious damage too. Okay, so what are we doing? We are going to make the class book. Blank class paper. I've got all the other ingredients in here that I need for that. We'll get that crafting. Let's put the stuff back that we don't need at the moment. And we might, you know, with getting the well insulated all the way up, we might not even need to carry, you know, cold and hot weather clothing with us anymore, which will of course free up some spots for us. Always a good thing. Let's get a full stack of water there. Okay, so here is the steel crossbow, and it is level 8. Beautiful. We are now going to retire, unless, you know, we need it as a backup. We are now going to retire our compound bow, but let's pull the mods off of it first. Whoop. Modify. I guess that we just got the purple dye on there. Okay, so we'll put that in there. And let's see, we have some other mods too. Here we go. So we got a red. Can we put an 8x8 scope on a crossbow? I'm thinking probably not, but let's just see anyways. I'm sure that's only going to be for guns. But let's just see what it lets us do here. Modify. Yeah, see, it's not going to let us use either one of those, but that's okay. Do we want to make this a red or a blue? Let's stick with the blue color. That's kind of cool, and it fits with the steel theme, I think. Alright, so this sucker does 46 range damage with the blue dye. What was this doing? Where did it go? Oh, it's right here. So that does 35 range damage. And if we, just by way of comparison, where did it go? Bring that back out for just a second. If we modified that and put this on there, that does 45. Projectile velocity is 66. The durability is not an even comparison because this is a level 8. So if we go here, we do 1 more range damage, but we also do seriously faster bow though. Look at the difference in velocity between these two things. My word, that's a really nice improvement. So we're gonna pull the red dye back off of here, and we'll put this guy away. But we might use him again at some point as a backup weapon if we need to. I've started to see crossbows drop in loot too, which is something the game must have changed as well. Okay, let's put those mods back in there for now. And we'll grab the titanium arrowheads out of here, and then to make the actual bolts themselves, titanium bolt. This has to be done in the metal workstation. We're going to need sticks and feathers. So let's grab a half stack of feathers, and we're going to need to make some sticks. Whoop. And with this makes 2 at a time, so if we do 123, that's what you call some seriously fast crafting there. Yowzers. We need to do 2 more. Okay. Now we should be able to make these guys. Crossbow, titanium crossbow bolt ammo. Okay. Now, I want to grab these, and I just want to compare them to the steel and see what the difference is here. Okay, so the titaniums do 60 ranged damage with a projectile velocity of 100. So they do 15 more damage. They do more block damage, not that we care about that. And they're faster too. Very nice. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and load up our titaniums. And this bow, this steel bow, is going to pack one hell of a punch. All right. I would like to actually, I think I'll get a scope for this too when we either come across one or if we can buy one. just a 2x or a 4x scope because we can't put the 8x on there. So we can retire that ammo now too. We don't have to carry that around anymore, which is awesome. And let's grab our class book out of here. And we're going to do the Survivalist Class next. And let's read that. There were some paranoid folks who expected the end of the world at any time. You were one of them, which means you picked up quite a few tips and tricks on how to survive this apocalypse. All right, cool. Now, we're gonna have to go out and do all the gathering baloney, but that's something I'll probably do off camera. Let's take a look at the rest of our points now. So, again, I'm holding off on Huntsman. I don't think I really need it right now. I want to kind of conserve my points until we get to the end, or till we hit to 200, and then see, you know, where we're at with points. I think we'll probably have enough, but I just want to play that safe. So let's get kitchens for dumb shits, so we can do, you know, a sink and a stove. I was planning on doing that anyway. Unlocks the auto turret and auto turret steel recipes. Unlocks the shotgun turret recipe. See, I don't know if I'm going to do auto turrets. I was planning on just doing shotguns. On the other hand, if we can do the steel version of the auto turret, that would make it quite a bit more economical. I don't know. I think I'll sit on that though. I'll sit on that for a second. Okay, what are we doing? Scrap tool crafting. What does this need? Oh, that's already available to me because I don't need to do scrap tool anyway. Okay, the completionist. This is supposed to be like the end game perk. If you qualify for this perk, you might want to put the mod down and go outside. Yeah, that's funny, Kane. Complete all classes, all their masteries, and the technology crafting perk. Okay, nice. Gain a 25% extra XP. Never suffered ill effects from death. Oh, wow. So that eliminates freaking Grim Reaper. That's pretty nice. Increase crafting trip by 2 for all future technology items. Really cool. Really cool. Okay. Well, that's something we can shoot for down the road at some point. Steel armor crafting. This is now working. Before it was broken in the earlier versions of the game, but we're already into titanium armor, so that doesn't really behoove us to do that anymore. Basic farming. Locks blueberry and owl seed recipes. Cool. Alright, so I guess that's pretty much all we have to do for now in terms of crafting. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to start doing some construction work and get going on getting our perimeter defenses set up. So I've been, let's see, this is our titanium forge here. So let's continue to make titanium blocks. These are super, super expensive to make. And I made a few, where did I put those? Parts and resources. No, I think they're in here. So I've only managed to make 31 so far, but I do have the titanium bars. In fact, it almost makes me wonder, you know, something just occurred to me. Something just occurred to me. Let's stop that for a minute. Titanium bars are way, way easier to make because a titanium block requires 400 titanium and 200 clay to make. That's a lot. Whereas the bars, the titanium bars only require 60. Now, of course, you have to have some iron too, but who cares? So maybe what we ought to do is make the bottom, the part that we're going to actually stick into the ground, the foundation part, maybe what we'll do is we'll make those reinforced concrete and then upgrade them to steel. We might not even really need to do that, actually. Maybe we'll start with just the concrete, and then if we notice that they're getting broken a lot, we could upgrade them to steel. And then we'll just do like a 3-high wall of titanium bars. And we'll probably, I want to put some kind of an overhang over that so spiders can't crawl over it. But that overhang will be four bars high, a little bit high, and will basically be out of melee range for most all zombies. Unless we happen to have a behemoth come after us, which I don't think we would. think the behemoths only are in the wasteland. Not 100% positive about that though. So yeah, let's do that. That's gonna be way cheaper for us to do it that way. Which means then that we need a whole bunch of rebar, quite a bit more than that. And I'm gonna wait and see. The other thing about the titanium bars is that they're really, you know, they craft a lot faster too. So I'm gonna kind of wait and see where we're at before I start making a bunch more of those. But the idea here is that we're gonna basically go all the way along the perimeter of the building, you know, where you see that bank, and we're gonna dig a 2x1 furrow all the way around, and then we're gonna put reinforced concrete blocks in that. And that'll be our foundation, and then we'll put the titanium bars over there. Now, as far as getting in and out of here, I'm probably going to do a ramp situation, kind of similar to what we did. Didn't tell us. 57 out of 150. Okay, nice. That damage is going to go up too when we get the you know, stealth kill perk. Anyway, we'll probably do a ramp setup kind of like I did at the trader, but I'm also thinking about maybe doing some kind of an underground tunnel entrance into the place too. So haven't decided that for sure yet. We'll see how that goes though. Any hoozle. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here and start working on the wall, and I will bring you back at some point as we go along, give you an update, and we'll go from there, okay? And we'll talk to you in a bit. Bye. All right, guys, we are back, and I'm going to give you an update on where we're at. First of all, I went through the Survivalist class, and I had everything here that I needed to go through all that. It was just, you know, make all the basic and beginning stuff. Like, you know, water and charred meat and wood bone, etc., etc. So it was really easy to do. And then I put a max out stealth assassin and well insulated. I'm going to put my clothes now back, and because I don't think I'm going to need those with well insulated maxed out. We'll find out though. And then let's see, after we did that, I went ahead and dug the 2 wide trench around the place, and I noticed too that this POI actually has reinforced concrete already around its perimeter, but 1 block down, which could work to our advantage in terms of just giving us an extra layer of protection in case the zombies actually did try and dig down and underneath. I don't really see them doing that a lot here in Alpha 17. Seems to me like that's something they did more in older versions, but it's still, you know, definitely possible that they could do that. So we got this all dug out. I got a whole bunch of clay, and so I just put the excess here in this little storage bin for right now because I didn't have room for it up above. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go along and we're going to start placing this rebar and turning everything into concrete here as we go. So we're going to make we're going to go 2 wide, but this layer here is where the actual wall is going to be. And then I thought about actually putting the wall in on top of this existing concrete instead. But I'm not sure if I want to do that though, because then we lose 1 block of width in here. Not that that's really a big deal. We actually have plenty of room to do it that way. If we did that too, then we could actually have a 3 wide platform. And then also we have, you know, this concrete base right underneath here too. Because in theory, if the zombies, you know, let's say we're right here, let's say they do dig down, you know, then if they dug and broke this block out here, and this is just then dirt, crawlers and dogs and so forth could get in there. So I guess the question is, do I want to sacrifice an extra block on the inside to then build on top of the existing concrete and make that just a little bit tougher? and give us a little bit wider platform outside, which would be nice for putting spikes and stuff down if we decide to do that. I don't know if I am going to actually spike this place or not. My plan is to actually use shotgun turrets for offensive defense. In addition to myself, of course, shooting through the bars. So I don't know, not sure. I think maybe we will do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the auger back out, and we're going to take another row off all the way around, and we're going to utilize that existing concrete and build on top of there. I mean, we still have plenty of space, so I don't think that's going to be a problem in terms of the room that we have. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Oh, we finished that. It looks to me too like I wonder if this whole entire thing is built on top of a big concrete slab, which is pretty interesting if it is. But anyway, what we're going to do now is we're going to just start laying down rebar like crazy. I'm sure I don't have enough, but this will actually be the wall here that we'll build the titanium on top of. And then we've already got that extra, concrete underneath it, which works out pretty good. And then our little platform outside the wall will be 3 blocks wide. Well, 2 blocks wide now. It was only going to be 1 block wide. So anyway, I'll go ahead and just start setting this rebar down, and we'll get it upgraded. And when I get to that point, then I'll bring you guys back again, and we'll get started with the setting down of the titanium. All right, so I'll be back in a bit. All right, guys. So I've got all the rebar laid down that I currently have made up. So I've got more cooking up in the forge up there. So now basically we're just going to go around and start concreting everything up here, and then once that's done, we will put the titanium in place. So just to I'll show you kind of what I'm going to do here, because I'm going to do most of the rest of this off camera. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to take these center bars, and we're going to make them 3 high, and here, let me get this out. Oop, there we go. So we'll make them 3 high like this. Yeah, 3 high like that, and then on the top, we're going to put another. Let's just grab this one. Row of concrete blocks that we might actually end up upgrading to steel later. And that's basically going to be our wall all the way around. Now, I don't know if that will automatically stop spiders, but if it doesn't, then I also made a bunch of iron bars that will upgrade to steel bars that we can lay and have like a little lead overhang, so we can actually walk above them and shoot down and hit them that way. So anyway, that's the plan. So I'm going to keep working on this, and probably the next time, in the next episode, when we start the next episode, the wall should be completed, or very nearly completed. And so that once we get that in place, then the next part of this project will be to get some shotgun turrets made up and put in place, so that the shotguns can actively, help keep the zombies clear of the wall itself. And then, of course, if I'm around, I can just come and shoot at them through the bars myself. So anyway, that's the plan. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Come and hang out with us on Discord. Come and hang out with me on a live stream. I can't talk, can I? I do live stream several times a week on Twitch, and you can find the links to both of those places in the About section of the YouTube channel. You guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.